How's it going, guys? My name is RighteousNicky, and today we're going to make an express Q&A video because one of my viewers really badly wanted me to answer some question, and he just wanted me to make a Q&A video. And actually I have never made a Q&A video before, so why not? I actually enjoy making very quick vlog videos on a time, like not very often, but sometimes, like maybe once a month or something. It's something new and spicy that gets you off from the video games, and yeah, we're going to talk about a bit more on a personal level, I guess. So, I'm not really sure how your name is pronounced, mate. I think it's Gabriel's Patins. I'm not really sure. So he sent me like 8 questions or something, and yeah, let's see what they're about. Alright, first question: why did you start YouTube? Well, this is probably the question that is generally one of the most asked to a YouTuber. There are generally 2 main reasons why you start YouTube, and I'll be honest with you. So, 2 reasons. The first reason is you want to do what you like. So, I like playing video games a lot. I play video games like every day, every single day. And if I'm free the entire day, I play games the entire day. So, I generally play games around from 12 to 15 hours a day. I mostly play them for fun. If I spend this time to make videos actually about those games, I would probably make like 3 videos per day. But yeah, I just don't want to overwhelm myself with going nuts about making videos. I generally think one video a day is enough, maximum 2. Actually, some YouTubers make like 1 video per week. Their videos are actually at a much higher quality because, you know, you can spend time with your video and just add the stuff that it's going to make it special. While my videos, I just like, you know, try to show some general gameplay and try to show my vision of a game and how I play it and the fun things about a game from my vision as well. And I'm just trying to show you that to you. Some games I like to play more competitive, like Heroes of the Storm. And yeah, Gabriel's, I've noticed that he's one that watches Heroes of the Storm mostly, so he actually has some question about that. So yeah, so this is the first part. I started YouTube. The second part is because, well, I want to do what I want with my life, and that's playing games, but you know, you actually can't survive by playing games. You need some money, and yeah, there are not much options for you to stay alive and play games. So there are like some pretty hard options, like maybe become a game designer, but then you actually need to make your time in designing the games and not playing them that much. And yeah, I actually like design. I like to watch designing, but I don't want to do the designing. I just want to play the game, enjoy the game, enjoy the imagination and the thoughtfulness of other people. Other people that heard me that I'm just playing games most of the time ask me, why don't you go study like programming or be a coder or a web designer or something? But I just like, I actually tried programming for fun, just to see what it is, and like it may be fun to some people, but it's just so much code. Like, that's just not for me. So yeah, games. How else would you earn some money and play games? So I just started. So I thought that this may be a way for me to earn some money, and actually I haven't earned anything from since I started. I started this channel more than a year and a half, I think. Yeah, almost a year and a half, and yeah, I haven't earned anything. But I'll be keep going because I really want to get to this point where I start earning like some minimum amount of money with which I can survive, and with which I can dedicate my entire time to YouTube and not thinking about how I'm going to survive. So yeah, this is mainly the second reason. So most people are actually fooled that they want to start YouTube because you can make easy money from it, but let me tell you, you can't get easy money from YouTube. Like, you need hard work, patience, consistency. Like, I'm not earning anything yet, and I've been doing this for more than 1.5 years. You really need, if you want to start YouTube, you need to be passionate about what you're going to show on YouTube. If you're passionate about movies, start doing video about movies. If you're passionate about makeup, you're a girl and you make makeup stuff, you should start doing makeup videos. Cooking, exploring, traveling, science, everything that you like doing, and you have an idea how to make it in a video, maybe you should give it a shot. But you need to be consistent. This is going to be everything that I'm going to tell you about this question for now. If you have some like minor questions about this topic, I'm going to answer them, of course. It's not a problem at all. Next question. How old are you? Mate, I am 21 years old, and most people actually think that I'm older, because maybe because of the beard, because of the hair, because of the tiresome eyes that have been spent so many hours on the PC. But yeah, I'm 21, and yeah, I'm quite full of life. Besides the fact that some people think that I'm wasting my life here playing games, but to be honest, I'm finding so much enjoyment from playing games that just some people just can't understand that. What is your full name? My full name, we in Bulgaria have 3 names actually. Your birth name, your surname, which is taken from your father. Actually, I'm not sure it's called a surname. Actually, I think it's called father name, and the last name, which is called a surname, is the last name. So we have 3 names, and my 3 names are Nikolai Christoph Kilhanov. And I feel like it doesn't sound Bulgarian anymore. I feel like I have some English spice in my tongue from all the talking in English those past year and a half. But yeah, generally it should sound like this. Next question. Do you live alone? Well, it's very complicated. I sometimes live alone. Alright, let me explain it to you. So this is the apartment of my mother and father, and my mother lives in Spain from 5 years. I haven't seen my mother. I have seen my mother only once for those 5 years. So yeah, my mother doesn't come here anymore. My father works very far away. He works in the country, but he's like 300 kilometers away from here, and he basically comes back twice a month. So like, I'm alone 28 days from the month here, if that answers your question. Like, I'm not completely alone. I haven't bought this place, but yeah, I share the bills with my father, so you could say I'm kinda living alone. Next question. We will play HOTS, Heroes of the Storm, with your friends. Well, mate, I usually like to play alone, and I really need for a lot of people to understand that I generally play with friends that I'm pretty close to, and actually that's pretty rare. I don't remember playing with a friend a game in the past months. But Heroes of the Storm, like, someday if you like find me online, and if I'm not playing a game, you could maybe ask me and I'm free, then we can play a quick match or something. But generally, especially in Hero League, I always play solo. Are you working like a job? Is the next question. Currently not. I've been working the past year from, like, I started my maybe first serious job from February 2015 to November 2015. So basically, yeah, 3 days ago was last year. So basically from February to November, I was working like a window cleaner. And you can actually see that from my previous vlogs. I have been talking about this a bit. and I stopped. Actually, not November. Actually, it was 27th of October. Yo, Drew guy, why are you drilling? Well, it's not that late in the night. It's actually 5 o'clock in the afternoon. But it's pretty dark outside. Yeah, I decided to take a little break from my job because window cleaning out in the cold is fucking hell, mate. I started in February, so I know. I needed to start a job back then because we really needed some money to balance out some holes in the family budget, if you could say. Like, mostly the budget is between me and my father. And yeah, he was in a rough state back then, so I had to start a job to help him out a bit. But now we were working to balance it out, and actually I managed to save some money from my job that are going to be enough for me to spend the winter with them, and I'll be going to start window cleaning again during March. That is, if the boss accepts me in my previous job. Like, he said that he's going to think about it, and it's pretty likely that he's going to accept me because yeah, a lot of people go in and out from this job because it's generally a pretty dirty job. It's a pretty low quality job as well. Like, you clean dirt from windows. It's not very enjoyable. It actually has some pluses to this job. It's, you could say, pretty relaxing because you're outside talking. You have a colleague. You go with a pair of 2 people, and you're like in a team cleaning windows. So you know, you enter a state. You enter a state by doing mechanical work outside, and it's pretty relaxing. Like, you just clean windows, smell the fresh air, look at some people that are walking at you and think that you're a trash person. And yeah, you can talk to your colleague, listen to some music, and the time actually passes by not so slow. You have a afternoon break. You have an afternoon break, and yeah, basically you go from shop to shop cleaning windows. It's not always like that. Sometimes the job gets pretty messy, but those times are quite rare. And yeah, if you're looking for a pretty relaxing and not so hard job that is actually not very well paid, the payment here in Bulgaria is actually pretty low. The minimum wage is, I think it's around 420 or 30 levs, which is equivalent to around 220 or 20 euro. So imagine, right, maybe 30% of Bulgarians earn around 200 euro. I don't know how much money is that in your country, but in my country it's actually enough for you to survive. Like, I can go pass a day with like maybe 1 euro if I'm playing hardcore, but like generally for a normal day for me, I need like generally for a day I need like 2 to 3 euro to be like in a decent happy state. Like, with those money you can't actually buy anything besides like food and pay your bills and maybe save enough for you to buy something. But yeah, generally you need to be earning much more for you to start buying some proper clothes, proper stuff, anything you want that you desire. And a lot of people actually, I don't know how, but a lot of people actually buy a lot of stuff with so little money, and actually they fall in debt to other people. And I really sometimes don't know how some people manage to survive like this. Me personally, I'm a type of guy that's like to save his money and only use it when I know that I'm financially stable. Like, I don't like to throw my money once I get it. I need to know that I have some money for like bad days, and then I can use my money for like fancy stuff. I think I talked about a bit too much about this question. Let's see the other question. Why are you not talking your country language in your YouTube videos? Well, there's actually a pretty simple reason to that. I don't want to be only heard by my Bulgarian mates. I want to be heard from as many people in the world as possible. and yeah, I thought that English is the one of the most spoken languages. It's actually not true. I think like maybe Chinese is the most used language, but you know, like basically most people in the world know English, and YouTube is in English as well, at least the majority of it, as well as the majority of the content in YouTube. So yeah, I thought that English is going to work for me. Like my English isn't the best, but I'm just trying. I'm trying how I can, and from what I learned from school, to talk English, and every day by speaking English, I guess it improves a bit by bit. If you check my first videos, you can see how much more broken my English is since now. So yeah, this is the reason. Alright, next question. Why are you playing almost always the same heroes? There is a couple of reasons for that, and let's see how I'm going to explain it to you. Now, when I started Heroes of the Storm, I mainly started because of the main idea behind the game, and the main idea is that you collide the universes of Blizzard into one. And like a lot of my favorite characters from games are from the Blizzard games, and I'm just thrilled to be able to play those heroes. And I usually like MOBA games. I previously played League of Legends for like 3 years, and I was just bored with League of Legends by now. And when I saw Heroes of the Storm, I thought to myself, damn, I think this game is going to be awesome for my taste. And yeah, so why I'm playing almost the same heroes? Well, first of all, for me to answer this question correctly is how I decided which heroes I play most of the time. As I said, I like certain heroes more than others because of their story and of their character development. So heroes like Tro and Zeratul are maybe one of my most favorite just because of the lore behind them. And this is the main reason I start learning new heroes in the start of the game. I think I started actually with Raynor. He was actually one of my favorites from the war as well. And yeah, I spread out to other heroes that I like. Tro, Avatar, Zeratul. I don't remember all of them, but those are the main that I really enjoy playing. The other reason why I play those heroes is because of their mechanics. There has been some work that, mechanically wise, my favorite war heroes are just what I want from a hero. Like Tro, Zeratul are just quick go burst the enemy hero and go back assassin type that I just feel comfortable with. And they also have a different a bit more tankish playstyle to them. Like Zeratul can go for a void prison and a more teamfight oriented build where you can separate the teams. That also can be used for another scenario, and it just gives a spread to the hero which also fits my playstyle. So, and the same goes for Tro. You can either play him a lot aggressively or a lot more teamfight oriented. This logic doesn't feel for every hero that I play. Like I'm going to give you an example. Arthas is like also one of my favorite war characters, but mechanically wise, I just don't feel comfortable playing Arthas, so I'm not playing Arthas. Now there comes the other reason. Hey, do you like Gazuo? Why do you play Gazuo? Well, war-wise, I actually don't know Gazuo war-wise that much. I have seen him a bit by bit in World of Warcraft, like he helps you build your garrison and stuff. He has some, I'm pretty sure he has some pretty deep story that I haven't explored yet. But Gazuo has this unique mechanics that just, I feel connected to them. Like I know how exactly I need to use them and to make the hero work. So that is why I play heroes like Gazuo or like Avatar. Most people don't know how to play them exactly because they just don't understand how the mechanics of them work or how they need to work. And those are heroes that actually need for you to know a lot of details about the hero's lag. Like with Avatar, you need to soak a lane while the team is fighting. With Gazuo, you can put a turret for vision. Like most people don't do that actually. I actually have learned that from another player in the game because I haven't done that. in my earlier plays with him. So yeah, you really need to play a lot with certain heroes to master them and to learn small details that can help you out in the games. I think I have run out from the way of the topic of the question here, but I thought that this was a pretty good answer. Like, if you like a hero and feel comfortable with it, why just not stick with it? I don't see why I should go start playing Lily, like example Lily or Malfurion. Like, I can play those in a pretty decent level, but I just don't feel that comfortable with them. So this is going to be my answer for you. And the last question is, why Zeratul is your favorite hero in Heroes of the Storm? Oh boy. Well, mate, Zeratul is, I think, my most favorite character from the StarCraft universe. I really like his vision about things, prophecies and stuff, about doing the right thing in the right time, and yeah, just changing the opinions of others with showing them the right way. This is like a lot close to me, like being righteous and stuff. Also, invisibility. I always thought that invisibility is a pretty neat mechanic. I just feel a lot safe going invisible to places and sneaking around opponents. That tactic can be countered, of course, by some talents and heroes, but generally I feel pretty comfortable with it. Being able to go anywhere on the map undetected. I also like his kit. He doesn't have the biggest burst, but he has a decent enough burst, and he has mobility. You can move out and in of things. And the thing I like most about his kit is his ultimate. You can choose two different paths of the ultimate, either aggressive or defensive, and that's very, very unique. Like, not every hero has this pattern. Most of the heroes actually have it. Like, I'm going to give you an example. Like, Sonya has two aggressive ults. One of them is actually a bit more teamfight oriented, like you can close out some enemies, but both of them are directed, but both of them are logically damage ultimates. Actually, now that I think of it, one of the ultimates of every hero is burst damage and the other is a way for your hero to help out in a team fight or in a utility way. But yeah, my main idea is that Zeratul just fits my playstyle to the most. Like, his blade is like in the mouse. His hero is like connected to my arms when I play it. Like, I know, like, I can make some split-second decisions with him sometimes that I even amaze myself how I'm able to do them, and I just feel like a deep connection to that, and I just feel a very deep connection with him, and that's why he fits my playstyle and I play him the most. So yeah, I think I actually talked a bit more than I wanted for this video. It should have been an express video, but yeah, let me see how much time it took actually. 30 minutes! Wow, I'm definitely going to cut out some parts, but yeah, I wasn't planning it to be that long. So yeah, Gabriels. Those are going to be my answers to those questions. I hope they satisfied you, and I hope that a lot of people also managed to get some information from that and it was useful for them, I guess, or enjoyable. And yeah, if you have any other question towards me, you can just leave them in my videos and I can make another Q&A video in the future. But please don't do it like Gabriels and spam the entire chat with 08 questions. Like, put them in one comment. So yeah, this is going to be everything from today, guys. Thanks for watching, and until next time, stay righteous.